We're getting our stuff together, right? Where are we going? What are we doing today?
This is just okay, everybody. Just want to let you know today is Monday, and we're getting ready to go to work. Getting ready to go to work. Yep. Just I can tell you something. I can tell you that you ain't gonna leave without me.
Anyway, so yes, I do. Here you go. Got the other truck. It's okay. I got issues where I find little things like this that bother me, and scratches that I don't know where they came from, but it's okay. The other side looks clean. Stuff like this that I didn't notice, like little tarnations on stuff, bothers me. Some kind of like, I don't know what's on the window, like some kind of freaking Rain-X or something. I don't like it because it leaves the mark of the. We can see it when it's wet. But I mean, it's a decent truck, right? She hasn't been in it yet. She's not sure. She thinks I'm cheating on her with a different truck. But yeah, so got the two trucks. I mean, I could get two trucks running. Really? Potential spam. Let's hang them up. Alright, so I'm not going to talk too much about the truck because I'll jinx it. That's usually what always happens whenever I talk about something I get. I'm like, oh yeah, look how nice it is. And then it turns out to be shit. But it's okay. And if I guys talked about my tree that I've been pruning for years, this is a wild bush that I actually been cutting. Now if I cut those off right there and let it grow, it'll grow even taller and keep doing it. My plan is to make a nice canopy here where you're sitting outside. I did it at my old house and it turned out to be pretty cool. It's just a wild tree that grows around the water and stuff like that, but it's, I don't know. I forgot what they call those things. But so anyhow, somebody's ready to go to work. Yes, she is. All right. She knows. It's Monday morning. She's going to do this because she wants to get in the truck. Yes, this side's all nice and clean because this actually was been repainted, I think. So I had a blowout. This is the big story. Yes, this is just a storage trailer. So, you ever seen this before? And how that happened. The day before I patched it, and I think what happened was it must have lost air. I don't know. And then when it loses the air, it has no. Now I've seen this part rip up, but not blow out like this, and it's separated. I've never seen this Chinese freaking shit. It's called Good something tire. It ain't no good to me. What's it called? Here you go. It's called Good Ride. Good riding tire. Ain't a good riding tire. They're full of shit. They lied. So, made in China crap. I got this at Lowe's, believe it or not. This is a carry-on trailer tire from Lowe's. And it shocked me. I figured it'd be better. But I got it because I like these rims versus the holes. So, I go through a lot of tires. And it's just a thing when you have trailers. So I ended up having to come home. Yeah, she knows. And this was Friday, I think. I think it was it Friday or Saturday? I think it was Friday. It was Friday, and it ruined my whole day. So look, somebody's getting ready to go. Somebody's getting ready to go to work. Yeah, what are we doing? So this is what we do every morning. I go around. I gotta put air in those tires real quick, and I'll just show you what she does here. So this is what she does. Watch. What are we doing, girl? Hold a second. Bigger, like that. There you go. Watch. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, here we go. Oh, boom. Going to work. Yep. Somebody's going to work. She says, yeah, the truck is a mess. She says, the truck is a mess, and he doesn't clean it at all. I just want to tell you that he doesn't clean his truck. His workers had to work in his condition. Yeah. All right. So the truck is a mess. I know. It's always a mess. So I'll leave her in there for a little while. Actually, I could just leave this open and she'll come and go. She actually will not come out. She thinks we're going to work right now. I got a couple of things to do. So hold on a second. Yeah. All right. I don't know if this thing's even working. Is it even working? Okay. So that's basically what I really want to show. And I have the head blew up on my trimmer, and I ordered one, and it didn't come with all the parts. I'm like, what? So now I got to return it. It didn't even fit mine. It should fit Husqvarna. It should fit Husqvarna. It's got the wrong inside part. I'm like, I don't get that. Why do people send shit out like that? So it's going right back. This is Amazon. Another one. Oh, okay, I thought it was another one. So I got the tires on there from the other trailer. They're actually beefier looking tires. Those are Lodestar tires. I think I'm just gonna only get those tires because I think they're like the best tires you can get for the trailer. They got that sidewall that balloons out. It's stronger looking versus the other tires just go straight up. So there's another Lodestar tire. See how it kind of balloons out? It looks like it's tougher. I don't know if anybody else has had that experience, but they just look tougher versus like the sidewalls look weak. I don't know. They're all made in China, but I mean, I was doing 60, probably got up to about 70. There goes the rim right down the street. So anyway, I backed it all up here so I can take the other truck out. This is all empty, ready to go if I need to use it for something. But I got to redo this trailer, so this is going to get another workup. And I don't know if I ever talked about the wing, but this thing actually helps because this trailer's too tall and it's only a 1500. And the height. Now, if I had this truck, I think I had the cap on it, I think it wouldn't need it. I don't know if I'm going to put a cap on here or not. Or if I just take this cap off and put it on that one, I don't know yet. So. But yeah, I can't take her for a walk as much anymore in the morning because now things are even getting busy. So I take her for a walk when I get home. She's starting to learn that, so she's using the bathroom out back here in the morning. And she's been adequated pretty well here now, and she's a whole different dog. Look at this. She doesn't want me to later get her out, so she's gonna go to that side. All right, you gonna drive? You driving? All right, she says, "Come on, let's go to work." All we do is we just go around the block once, and then come back. And then I'll start my paperwork, or I'll start logging in the mileage, and start writing in the schedule where I'm gonna go. Just put lines on my paper. And yeah, just try to figure out where I'm going. I'm playing catch up still, kinda. And the whole 2-week thing's really screw with your head when you're trying to remember. Is it exactly 2 weeks? Is it not 2 weeks? Can it come a little early? I mean, most of them don't care, but a lot of the 2-week ones, it's like when you show up, it's almost like you got to communicate with them and let them know you're coming because it's been a while. When you first start off with the year, everyone thinks 2 weeks is great. Now, right around this time, it starts to become a debacle where if you're gone for 2 weeks exactly, you really almost got to do 10 days when it gets like this because what people don't realize, just let me come every week so you know the grass is cut. There's an answer to that, and a lot of guys do this know. Just make it a week or you don't cut the grass. But if I did that, I'd probably lose half of my customers. I'm not ready to do that. So, we deal with it, right? We deal with it. There's no cookie cutter situation, but this is what we do every morning. And I gotta clean this truck out. I just haven't had time to do nothing. It's just been I'm so tired. Yep. So I got my gauge out. I gotta check the tire pressure and gotta pull the truck up, and then I have to. I was gonna change out the power head and put a new one on. I got one of those Speed Feeds ones, but Husqvarna actually makes one, and I really don't like the clunkiness of it, how big it is. It's the only reason why I didn't really use it. I just felt like it wouldn't work right, because I like using the T35X, which is a T35 head, but it's got a bearing in the middle. So when you tap on it, the bearing sits still and the whole thing doesn't spin, and it takes longer to shred off the bubble on the bottom. Now the other brands, the whole bottom is the bottom, but on the Husqvarnas they have a bubble, and I kind of like the bubble tap better because you just wear the bubble part out first, versus with the regular head you could probably wear out like 3 or 4 bubbles before you actually wear out the housing. On the other brands you wear the whole bottom housing off. So. But it is what it is. What you have is what you have. What? What? No? What? Anyway. So that's what we're doing. And there's another tire. I just went ahead and pulled this one off too because this is the other side. And started nailing it. Another one. Screw or whatever. Because the problem is I park next to the curbs all the time, so you pick up everything. I'm going to have to do a 2023 call it thing eventually. I haven't gotten around to it. Like I said, it's been so busy. But then when I come home, I'm so tired, I don't want to do anything. Oh, is this open here? Yeah, I actually pulled over on the side of the road and I picked up the rest of the tire. Let me see this. This is crazy. I found it. It was driving down the road and I found it. So I came back later and it's still there. Gotta make something out of it. Look at this. Have you ever seen a tire rip off like that? I mean, this is just shit. I'm gonna try to find my receipt, take it back to Lowe's, and be like, "Look, I think you guys owe me a new rim and tire." I have two of them. I'm gonna take them both back and be like, "Look, my money back. I don't trust the next one." I've never seen it rip off like that. Never. I've seen the sidewalls rip apart, but never this come off like that. So I don't know. What could you make out of this? It's kind of neat. Just feel like you can make something or cut it up, and I could use the rubber for something maybe. I don't know. Didn't know that was that weak. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's just like a layer. Look at that. It's just like a layer of rubber. Like literally, there's just a layer. They cover the whole top with a skin. This is some shit material. It's not how you make tires. I don't know. I don't think these tires are made right. This is a Chinese factory just making everything. Well, it looks like a tire. I didn't think that it's like a skin they want over top the whole tire. Oh man, that's why it was wearing out. I mean, look at how it was just wearing out. Like it. The treads weren't really there. That's just kind of weird. I've never seen that before. Just a weird way it wore. Huh. It's just strange. So there you go. I don't know. Maybe I'm hanging on the wall as a trophy. But yeah, I've been using some of this Red Armor stuff now, so I've been trying that. It seems like it's a thicker oil, and I'm trying to stay away from the STP, even though I'm finishing it. So what I've been doing with this is just adding a little bit more into it, so it gives a little bit more oil. So I just don't want to feel like wasting all of it on my other. I'm not using it in my my Echo 9010. I'm not even using it right now because I don't need it. So I'm just gonna hold off on that for a little while. I went through these are expensive to go through these, so I found out to buy it by the gallon is gonna be a lot cheaper. It brings these at $1.40 a piece if you buy it by the gallon. So I'm gonna buy a whole gallon next. You know, I did buy the 2.5 gallon mixes to put in one of these things. This is a 1 gallon mix. It's only 2.5 ounces or 2.6 ounces is all it is in here. It's not much. But I've been doing it like this for years, where I just put it in here, or I buy these and I squeeze it to the top, 2.6, and put it in. You know. So I don't know. I don't recommend using this stuff anymore. I really don't. And I think the other thing is I might have to go back to using high octane fuel, not the premium, because I've been using just 87. So I'm wondering if that's also a problem. I don't know. I think that might be more of the problem than anything else. But tell you what, the battery thing is starting to seem more and more attractive these days. After having to deal with all that, but I don't know. I mean, if the batteries, I don't like a lot of the other platforms. I like the Husqvarna platform. I like the way the battery goes in. It just feels more commercial, more real. All the other stuff just seems like it's an ego type of power tool, or it's like a toy really. They're trying to play it off as commercial. I don't get it. I don't even. There's a lot of them out there that are making them. They just look like toys to me. The Husqvarna and the Steel are the only two that to me look like as if they're made commercially. The Ego, the Echo, I don't know. I think that's probably fine. You're probably gonna be okay with that one. But availability is gonna be the big issue when it comes to that. So the brand that I like, there's not high availability of it. So that's the only problem. So if you don't have a high availability of it to get the parts when you need, to get the batteries when you need them, then it's going to be hard to sell it. So the brands who have the high infrastructure are going to do better. So like your Toro, that's going to do well because they're everywhere. Ego is in every store, so they're doing well. So that makes sense for them to go ahead and jump into this. But to me, it still feels like a store toy. I don't know. I can't say because I haven't tried it. I'd probably change my mind once I use one. All kinds of noises back over here. It's hot today. Somebody's still in the truck. Oh, I think she's almost realized. I'm not quite sure yet what she's doing. We're gonna drive around really quick. I gotta check something out. Something noise back here. I don't know what the hell it is. Concerning me. It's just the workers behind the house doing some stuff. I thought there was something going on back here. But yeah, so I gotta clean all this up. It's another. I've been slowly working on cleaning it all up, but I've just been stashing, just been mounting everything up to keep the rain off of everything and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I know I lose a little bit of air on the other tire over there, so I gotta check that really quick and put some air in there. I haven't used this in a long time. Yeah, 45. I need to put some air in there. What I'm gonna do is just keep this over here like this. It's like a clothes hanger. That works good for holding that up. Got the bamboo coming up again. Stuff's amazing. I cut it all up. How fast it grows. Yep. It's good enough. And this goes back up over here. Keep all this here. Okay. It's just a really easy way to handle it. Anyhow, so I got my Sutex Stealth over here, which I use. Still like using this over the Ferris when it comes to doing like yards that are crapped up and need to be mulched up a lot. And I don't care if it gets banged up. But see, this is what I'm telling you. Ferris should go back to using these kind of wheels on their FW. They handle all the bumps and turns better than what they have on there. So, but it looks cool. But it doesn't work well. Not in my situation. In a regular yard where it's just clean cutting, then yeah, those wheels work great. But we're talking about the yards that I deal with, all the bumps and bangs and missy pieces of grass. It's the wheel wobbles, and then when it finds itself on a spin where it's this way, it'll grab an edge and then bend up the spindles. Let me turn that thing off. Let me sit in here. Got my little box here, things to do. To bring my stuff with me. Got money can. I got my paperwork. Got a little bit of water. Got glasses in there. Other stuff. Oh, what's going on here, huh? What's going on? Somebody's ready to go to work. Alright. So, there we go. What's your nubby? Yep, that's what we do in the morning. This is what we do. Alright. There we go. Alright. Oh, there we go. Makes it a little wider. Alright. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock already, I know. Should have gotten out a little earlier, but I'm tired. And I'm going to just take care of... Oh, turn this off. She sees somebody walking out front there. There's somebody walking. Not sure what's going on, she says. These people's walking. Okay. Look at how much higher that truck sits. When you sit this truck next to this truck, this thing looks like a toy. But I don't like the way that thing rides. I'm not used to it. I'm so used to this truck. That ride's rough. So yeah, she says this is going to be our truck to go to the park and stuff. So the goal is eventually get this truck just as a casual driver, and that's going to actually be the work truck. But hope the brake. Let's go, girl. Yep, she's going to work. Oh, I got to empty out the. I gotta do something, girl. I forgot to empty out the bags in the back because they got junk in them. Oh, I gotta empty them out really quick. Fill in these containers and then take her for a drive around the neighborhood. I think she's going to work. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the oh, can't do that. Don't do that. I don't know what happened to the comment thing. It disappeared. I don't know. But that's what we do. We go to work in the morning. Just keeping an eye on things right now. And let's see with this truck. I gotta do this. Make my hand outside to open it up because this piece of shit don't work. A lot of stuff don't work in here, but it gets the job done, right, girl? Yeah, she says it gets the job done. Oh, you're telling me the door's open now. I don't know why. I just hit the brake. Not even in park. Yeah. I don't know if I want to drive with you. You just get your license. She's checking, making sure that, look, she's checking my feet to see what I'm doing. Alright. I gotta empty out the back of the trailer real quick. Right, girl? I gotta get the window down for it. I got the AC running right now. Alright, girl? Oh, I get some. You gotta stop at the store, get some iced tea. I got some water. But, yeah. I gotta start drinking more water. I'm drinking this iced tea all day long. Right, girl? Yep. This is her water bowl. Just a little cocktail cup, what do you call these things? She fills it up with water. This truck is a mess, man, I tell you. Yeah. Birds chirping. So, I'll be bringing it for a minute. Check something out really quick here. Got air in that tire, that's fine. So I got the 2 spares on here. It's locked up. Could have left the key in there and then left the AC for it. I'm ordering a set of all these to be keyed. I had them. I don't know what happened to them. When I got this, these 2 were keyed. Actually, the same key actually opened up the door, but the door broke. So replace that. Just kind of want to show a different setup. I actually like when I'm running it like this better. So I usually put a walk behind up there, either the Sutex Stealth or a 32-inch walk behind, or the Ferris goes up front because I'm not using it as much. When I have heavy, thick rashes, I'll end up using that because I can get one and done, but it doesn't mulch well. So it's redundant because you leave a little line which pisses me off. So I end up using this pretty much for everything. So I'm thinking about getting the HD version next, and then maybe just getting rid of that. I don't know. But I like it because I can just use these cones and go. Put one cone up front on the zero, put one cone back here. It locks it in place. It doesn't go anywhere. That's strapped in from the top down to the sides. This is where I hang the bags. I gotta find a place to hang this thing because I've had it over there, but it's hard to get to. The only other problem is when I put it like that, I can't really get to that right there where my weed whacker is, because I used to have them both over there on that wall when I had the toolbox off to the side. I really don't even need that toolbox in there, but I moved it to the front to kind of make it so I can bring the stuff up and put my porta potty in the corner there. Original goal was to put the porta potty up in the very, 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 very front kind of triangle area, but you really can't. It doesn't work like that. Trailer needs to be a little bit longer. It's only a 14. I need a 16. Really wouldn't mind having an 8x20 just like that one, but it's just too much to carry around with you. So, it's just one of those things. See there again, there's no Lodestar tire. They just look tougher. See how they got that bulge to the side of it? It looks like it's a stronger piece of tire. I'm tired of replacing everything. So I gotta redo the tie down. I'm thinking about going to Harbor Freights and getting one of those locking channel things, but it's like I don't know where to put it because I change it up all the time. So I know they sell little pieces that you know your equipment's always going to be in the same spot, which is kind of the way it is. It's either like this or it's the other way where this zero turns all the way up in that corner and these two units are in the back. This is how I usually run because most of my jobs are already done with this, and then a bigger job is done with that. I think I'm going to change up here soon. I don't know. I'm thinking about looking at getting a 60-inch zero turn and going with a 36-inch standard. I think that might be the better idea because all this is too much. But it's worked for many years, so I might wait till next year because I've spent too much money this year already on stuff. I might wait till next year. Well, you don't need to, but just the comfort of having new stuff, it doesn't make business sense to do that, just to have something nicer. But I might have no choice because I'm having health issues with my legs. I can't walk as well, so I don't know how much longer I can keep pushing the mowers. I might have to get a stander. I don't know, something. Maybe get a wheelchair, get a Walmart scooter, maybe steal a Walmart scooter. So, anyway, so I have to get those out really quick and just get the grass out. So. I found this Saturday at one of my jobs in the woods where I dumped my grass out, and I knew I did this. I had this in one of those bags, and when I filled it up with grass, I dumped it, and it's been there for a year. Just found it. I guess the grass uncovered, and I found it when I was dumping it, and I was like, look at that! All I saw was this and this. So it's like archaeological find. I'm like, right away I identified it as a Toro species pectoral fin of the Time Master 30. And I said, that's what it was. So I took my little brush and I went like that. And I stopped the press. I said, oh, you found a dinosaur. There you go. It's a little rusty. The metal's rusted right here from all the grass sitting in it. But this little thing's expensive. I think this is like $60 if you were to buy this. But I'm so glad I found it because I had to use it yesterday. And when you're discharging in the property, you just open the chute, the grass goes everywhere. You need something to deflect it down so it doesn't go all in the flower beds up alongside the fence, and when it's wet it sticks like wet paper balls. But this is kind of dumb. When you go backwards in high grass, it'll actually catch the grass and rip it right out. Needless to say, I have a lot of these bags. So this is filled with grass. This is filled with leaves. I'm just going to put one of these containers and just dump it in here for now. See, so I have all these containers that I use, and what I'll do is I'll end up take them to the dump, or I'll actually just put them in there and on these and set them on the side of the road and they can pick them up for me. These damn things from one of my customers' houses. This is a magnolia tree, so this is all magnolia. You get the gist of what I gotta do. I can't do it without you. And this one's grass. Oh, I want to show you something else. This is interesting. It's kind of pissed me off a little bit. You give somebody $25K or whatever. You give somebody a bunch of money, and then can't even clean the back of the truck out. This is ridiculous. It's all. This is all. I thought it was key litter and oil. This is actually the stuff that you put for oil, because he does transmission. He had a transmission back here, some oil, and then I looked under here and I'm like, you gotta be fucking shit, really? So this is trash. I don't know if I'm gonna take it out and maybe clean it if I can. If not, I'm gonna throw it away. And then I'm gonna put on what my goal was to do is throw all my grass back here. Let the grass absorb all the oil and stuff and go to the dump and just squish it off. And then I can wash it, because with the grass will actually absorb a lot of this shit. If I put it in there, then I can go to the dump and just shoot it off, and nobody knows really what's. It doesn't matter, it all gets recycled and turned into mulch. But tonneau cover will stay on there for now. Like I said, I'm not going to use it for work yet. This is going to be my personal truck for right now. I did find another problem. This has got a bigger hitch on it, so I got to order one. A little dent there, which bothers me, and dent in the front, which bothers me. But I know it's not perfect, but I just didn't think it was going to have all those issues. The one on the side's got to go to the body shop. That's what I was waiting for, and he never took it there. So I was like, come on, he had this truck for a month, and he didn't do anything to it, so I took it. So then just let me know when the guy's ready. But that's what happens. Since my whole life. This year, I've just been getting second hands of everything this year. Even my dog. But it's just what it is. I don't know. I just felt like I had to do something. I gotta get this thing fixed. This is my Billy Goat leaf sucker. But I want to use that for a lot that I do cleanups. The leaf blower, I think it bothers people, because I'm not there at night, I'm there in the daytime. So if I can bring that out, I can suck up all the trash with it. That's really what it's for. It's not really for the leaves. That one's empty now. Empty this one out. See, this stuff, this will absorb oil. Grass, they really should use these for like oil spills and stuff. This stuff will absorb oil. If you ever get grease on your hands, whatever, you can actually go like this. It'll take the grease right out of your hand. It'll take gas off. It's amazing. I found out by accident how well wet grass clippings, even the grass does. It just pulls the oils and stuff right off. I don't know why. I mean, it's basically water, but I don't know, something in the grass and molecules just sticks to it and pulls it right off. So that's why I'm going to end up using the grass to get the oil out of the back of that truck. So that bothers me. A little bit bothers me. So anyhow, so I got to go ahead and hang these up. She's still in the truck hanging out and just chilling, just waiting for me to come so we can go. So I like to put the nicer one here so you can see it. I'll actually hold that ladder. This is my other one. I got so many of these things. I got a bunch in there that I had never even used. I never really need 3, but this is one of my older ones. This thing sat outside, so you can see what happened to it. I probably should just take it with me and keep it up there somewhere. I usually take a trash can with me just so I can put stuff in it if I need to, but I can't find one right now. They're all filled with stuff. Alright, so that's it. Just go ahead and lock it. Well, I'm just going around the corner to work, so I don't need to lock it just yet. But, alright. One thing with enclosed trailers is I found that the hard way is they just get dings and scratches and you don't even know where they come from. It's just weird. That's locked. Let's do this, see if it gets wider. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know, is that wider or closer? Ellen, where you going, girl? She's still sitting in the front seat. That's good. The longer that she's sitting in there, the better, because when I bring her into the house, she relaxes. This is it's gonna clear. Okay, clear. Okay. Here's the new head. I bought this about a year ago. I never put it on. This is the speed feed head. They call it rapid replace from Husqvarna. And you see these little different pieces in here. When I got the 25, the new 25X that the T35X didn't come with these. And it pissed me off because the one that was in there wasn't the right size. And I'm looking at this one, this is the right size. So I'm thinking to myself, well, somebody used it and returned it or something, because these things are set up to fit on Husqvarna's first before anything else. You think, right? So anyways, I might try this one today. I don't know yet. I found that they're very easy to take off. Little pin on top that goes. I'll show you where that spot is. See right here. There's just like the it's basically almost identical to the edgers. There's a little hole right there where it actually comes with. I have one of those little pins that go in there. Actually came with it when I bought it. Not this one, but when I bought the other one. And you line it up and it locks, and then you tighten it. It takes it off. Otherwise, you can't hold it unless you can find a way to hold this outer piece right here with a pair of pliers. The other way you can do it is get a pair of channel lock pliers and hold this outer slide piece, and you can take it off. But there's a little spot in there for it. This is where you fill oil in there, but I've never done it. Only done it like once. So probably a bad thing. They all should come with grease certs, so you don't have to do that. But anyway, you can see this is the T35X, and it had a bearing. This is a bearing, so when it spins, watch, see, it stays still. But it wore out. There was a big ball there, and then this part wears out separate. So I like this feature. I'm just so used to it. You know, the only problem is the ball sticks up a little bit, or the bump sticks up so it catches, but that's the only other issue. But you kind of get used to it. Took me a while to get used to it, but this pretty well built. I mean, this thing is pretty well built. This is the one I like the best. So, and I bought a new one. Like I said, I got it online, but when I got it, it wasn't able to fit in here. So I don't know. Put this in there somewhere. Just do a real quick, show you what's kind of going on here. So I got my 560, which is probably the best power to ratio backpack blower you can get. That's why I like that. They have a 360, which is identical, but I don't know why. The 3 is just not a full commercial, but the price range is so different. The next one I might get is a 3. I don't know. So I got my 580 up there for everyday hard stuff, which I'm going to keep with me. I'm not going to keep the Echo with me. I'm only going to use the Echo for the fall. It's just too expensive and too big and too brand new to bring with me until it gets older. But I really don't need that at all, to tell you the truth. The one piece broke here, so I ordered a new swivel tube, which should be coming in soon. And you can see how everything locks up in here, and I got my stuff on the wall. This is where I keep my edger combi unit. I think I'm going to get a dedicated edger next. Kind of get tired. The combi units are heavier than the regulars, and because I use the edger more now than I thought I was going to when I first got started, I think I'm going to go ahead and just get a dedicated edger. I can just go right to Lowe's and pick one up. They have them there. So anyhow, so that's how that's set up. I got my poor potty over there. It's not poop all over that thing. It's just dust and dirt. That's all it is. It looks really bad. But that's a must-have. You know, so I got the Ferris up front here. It's locked in with this is actually a motorcycle thing. It actually works great to put everything on, so it gives you something to attach to. It just works, so I left it there. It even holds the gas cans in place. This is the setup I like the most because it's actually easier for me to get in and out of here. But I switch out throughout the day or throughout the week of how I'm running it. So if I'm running that machine more, then this thing is parked all the way up front. And if I have to get it, I gotta get everything out. So right now I'm running it this way. Honestly, the next couple jobs I do, I could just run that machine on them all because they're all small yards. I don't even need the zero turn today. See, there's the kind of days where I'm wasting gas, so I'm bringing this with me, but I got to keep it with me because you never know. Well, here it is. I bought the, got a bunch of these extra ones just from trial and error. It's nice to have. You can rewind them, which I should have done all that before I got started. Here, I bought these, the Red Armors. These are 2.5 gallon mixes, so I can put that in the other machine for the thing. I bring some grass seed with me. I got some lube, I got some lube. Spray lube for the chain. Come on. Anyway, I got this off of Amazon. This is a really nice little jump starter. Come to find out, I need this a lot for my tractor, and I found the problem out finally. It's one of the wires got loosed from the stator thing where it comes out, so that's why it was losing power. But that kind of stuff happened, so I had a bigger one, and this one works just as well. Actually works better, and then it's lightweight, so I got the plug up there. I gotta put this back inside my truck because I have a case for it. Not like it's all thrown around and banged up and broken. Got my fan here, so summertime when it's hot like this, I just turn the fan on and I can sit down and wind my string up or whatever. Talk about my problems and still have my fan on. You know? It works fine. I have a little clip-on fan over there. I'm going to be using that on my mower this year. But anyhow, let's go to work. I wasted enough time. Me and my customers see this, they're like, that's fine, he's not at my house. He's talking to himself for 3 hours. Another little dent right there, see that? Don't really need to lock it because I'm just going around the corner to work here first. Get one of my customers in the neighborhood done. Look at this. She's such a good thing to have. I'm so glad I got her. Gives me something purpose. Anyway, so get out of here. That's it. Automatic stocking. What it does is it comes off the hinge here. Okay? Sometimes things look like they don't work, but they work for a reason. I gotta get a wheel put on this thing. Actually, I'd like to switch the hinge. I'd like to have it open out. Easier. So, a lot of work around the house to do. A lot of work. I gotta do a lot of cleaning up. I'm thinking about putting a new fence in too. Thinking about putting a vinyl fence in. I don't know. I want a little bit more privacy because I took out the trees over here. My neighbor didn't want them in here no more, so now you can see right into here. Come on, we gotta go work. What the heck is this? 10:30 almost? 10:30? If you're watching this later, it's perfectly okay. Because if you're watching it right now, that means you're not working. Alright, girl. Normally she's not this relaxed because this is one thing I'm glad she learned how to do is sit in the seat. It took her a long time to figure out she could actually fit in this seat before she couldn't. She's learning. I gotta get some iced tea today too. That's what iced tea. That don't sound good. I hate that when you hear something on the vehicle running, it just don't sound good. I'm trying to drink more water, bro. I'm trying to. Drinking iced tea 24/7. I got a tree farm over there. So I planted those trees from saplings. Grow in my yard. I just been nurturing them. I keep telling myself I'm going to move them, but they're going to get too big. The farmer just going to cut them out. Wow. Some dumb things I thought of. I'm like, I was going to make money on trees. The trees fall, they're free, they grow, then you go to sell them $30, $60. It's free money. Gotta learn how to hustle, you know? You can make money from nothing. Think about it. Right, girl? Man, I really don't feel like working today. I really don't. Gotta get out. Gotta go. I'm forgetting something. I left something on the fender. She's just the right height. We're getting just put that out there. Just realized that the other day. Get down, girl. I'm gonna roll off here in a second, but I gotta close the door. Keep an eye on what day it's going. Okay? They're keeping an eye on you, girl. Ready to go, girl? Are you ready to go? We're going to work. I'm too freaking lazy right now to get up. Usually she sits up. She's never done this, just sat there like that. I love how they just do their own thing. Watching the trailer. Alright, we're going to go to work. Look at her. She's just sitting there looking out the window. Now look at this. She's smart. This is the first time you're witnessing this for the first time. She's never done that. This is what she normally does. She normally gets up. There you go. There you go. That's what she normally does. She normally just gets up like that. Go around the block. Yep. Alright. Stop sign. This is actually where I'm going to be cutting grass, but I'm going to take her home. I'm not going to leave her in the truck. So. This I'm going to be putting the videos together. I actually did this as a free overground cut, and now I'm cutting the grass for the granddaughter. Now decided to move into the house, so I'm cutting the grass. But originally this was a free cleanup. We got a lot of old people in this neighborhood, so I've done a couple of things like that in the past. Never really made videos on them, but I probably should. There's another one down here that I'm working on possibly fixing up, cleaning up. We've had like about 90-year-old people in the neighborhood. This one down here, the yard's a total mess. I don't know, they got something going on. Yeah. Yeah. It was really cool Friday when I cut the grass. I cut like 3 yards in the neighborhood. Everybody seemed like they had done their yard at the same time. It looked really cool for the first time. Yeah. See, I do this one, and then I got the one across the street also now because the person that was cutting it decided not to show up for a long time. So I don't know what happened there, but I've always wanted to cut that. So now I cut that one, they cut theirs, and I cut mine. It all looked pretty nice. I edge everything up nice. So yeah. Well, she feels like she went to work and she did something. Right, girl? Alright, so in here we do this. This is what we do every morning. We do this. come here, park by the curb. Yep, she knows where her house is. She did her job for the day. All right, girl. Can I get my paperwork out? Yeah. I'm gonna start filling out what I gotta do for the day. Girl, there you are. So you can see this. That's what we do every morning. We do this every morning. Or every morning, evening, I don't know what you call it. It's about the time I get out every day. Sometimes I get out a little bit earlier, but for the most part, this is about it. I'm usually out about 10, 10:30, sometimes 11, but just getting older and not really enthusiastic about getting up. I've always had that issue. I like working late work. Sit your butt down. Sit your butt down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. She's gonna fall. What are you doing there? She's gonna fall. Leaning forward too much. It's scary. You gotta watch her. Her legs calling up to the point where her body is almost over the window. So I can see her going over pretty easy. As long as you have the leash on. I'm gonna go in the house and get the leash and walk over to the house. Yeah, I only got my notes here, places where I gotta be. Kind of messed up, so I'll start over. Just roll this paperwork over here like this. I'll show you kind of what I do. It's just real simple, you know what I mean? So what I do is I'll line down. This is something new on this is I'll put a mental note if it's a 1 week, 2 week job or one time. And then on this line here, this is the customer's name. So this is a week. This is a name. This is a job. This is what it is. Comes in handy, but first cut, second cut. So then after I get my first cut done, first 1, 2, 3, this is my buddy up the street here. He cuts grass too, so he's getting his equipment out. A lot of people in this neighborhood cut grass. This is like a grass cutting community, literally. And then over here, what I do is now I put the time. So I'll usually start off with the key. And then time. Start. Stop. And over here, I put down how long it took me to do this. I'll keep a good record of that. And it's usually an hour for everybody's got the job. And then over here I put a check mark, job done or not, X, 0 from the road. And then over here I usually put a check or if it's cash, have a payment. And if I have enough room I'll actually make another one for overcharge. I didn't do this so much, so I can squeeze it over. And then here what's got to be. Like I said, I normally put on this one another line because I'll put like an extra charge, $10, $5, something like that. So it'll tell me what exactly it's supposed to be. That's the same now. They try to hit my truck in the neighborhood. He's crazy if that's the same guy. I want him to know I live here. My buddy's he's cutting the yard with his freaking big zero turn. Get her done, right? Get her done. He says, screw it, I gotta go to work. I'm gonna get it done with the big mower. Why not? See, I can't do that on my customer's yard. I've done that a couple of times, but it just seems to think it looks obnoxious. But I've done it from time to time. That's his own yard. He can do what he wants. It's very cool. Let's get it done. I do have to hand it to those Exmark mowers. They do seem to just cut nice. As much as I give them crap about them because they're like the top dog. I don't know. I've never seen somebody using one and making a lovely job. But, yeah. So anyway, another spam message call. That's the problem with these scams. I got so many scams that it's actually interfering with my life, really. Constantly just connect all the time. So it is what it is. Yeah, see, I like his setup. He's got a 60-inch Exmark and he's got a 36-inch Ferris Standard. I think that's kind of what I want to go with next. I think I want to go with a 60-inch. I want to get a standard first to see if I like the standard. Because if I like the standard, then I'll just get two standards. I'll just get a standard, a 60-inch standard, and a 36-inch standard, and both. These I have two. I thought about the 32, but then I thought the 32 might just be redundant. Because I got to use a mower in those areas. But I don't know. I mean, it kind of would work out, but at the same time, I don't know. So anyway, she's getting ready to go to work. I got to go in the house and get her, go get her leash and put her in there. So we're gonna go to work now for real. So there you go. Got that all set up. I also put the odometer. Okay, I put that down here as well, and then I put down the mileage of what I had from the last job. Gas there, so keep all of that in record. So, anyhow, time to go. Get to work. Hey, Bella, time to go to work? Yes, it is. Time to go to work. Alright. Put the window up. Yep, she knows. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go to work now. Yep, so I'm going to take her in the house so we can go. Alright. She says, don't forget to subscribe because my daddy needs the help because he feels like nobody cares about him. So don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, you should hit the like button, please. And subscribe.